Hi, this is Peter Dart's Clairvoyant here, and I'm doing your astrology reading here for Aquarius November 2019. So that's Aquarius November 2019. And I'm just thinking now for you Aquarians now, just feels though, generally now feels though you've got to sort of kind of focus now really on what you're wanting out of life a little bit now, what you're really looking for. So I feel so start sort of thinking now, start planning now, putting things in place. And it's almost like you're kind of gearing up for the sort of new year kind of coming in, because we're getting very, very close to that now. So really it isn't all just about this month, but it's about sort of bringing things in line, ready for when you move forward into this new particular era that you're coming in. But I feel like some of you Aquarians now have got to start thinking about your confident side now, as if to say not shying away from the things that you're wanting, what you're looking for, and where you're generally kind of heading now. It's like you've got to go out there now and you've got to motivate yourself. But sometimes it's like it feels though, you can sort of hold yourself back a little bit. There's a bit of fear, and it's telling you not to be fearful now. You need to bring that strength in now and really focus on it, because you have got the ability to do this, and you have got the ability to bring in the changes and bring success in for yourself. But I just feel as though now you've got to be ready and willing and wanting, and you've got to be passionate about it. And that's the key word, passion. It's like, where's your passion? It's almost like some of you have lost your passion a little bit now, and you need to bring it back into the mix. And I just feel as if it gradually builds up over the course of the last part of this year, then I feel like as you step into next year, you should be ready. But if you're holding back and not ready, it's like, the new year's going to kick in, the new decade, the new cycle, and it's like you're nowhere near to sort of sorting yourself out. And if you're not motivated in that first month, it's like the rest of the month, it's like, oh, you're setting the stage of where you're heading. Where if you're ready, you're motivated, your passion's back, and you're feeling a bit more optimistic, even if it's only a little bit more optimistic, you're setting the tone for the rest of the year and beyond. And that's the way you really need to look at things. Okay. Now, I feel with relationships a little bit now, I feel as those that are born at the sort of first half of your star sign, I get the feeling, sort of you're ready now to move forward. And I feel like you're ready to sort of, if you're already in a relationship, to sort of rejuvenate it a little bit. It's like a bit more, well, get my words right, put a bit more energy into it. And I feel that that will be good. And I feel like, and as you do that, you'll find your communication picking up and you're getting the response back in the right way. And I feel that that will be a really good thing. So it's about sort of speaking your mind, motivating the relationship forward, but not shying away from it. But try not to get into rows and tensions, because if that starts building up, you need to sort of back off a little bit, give the relationship room to breathe. But if you feel as though everything's moving forward, the communication's flowing, partners listening, then I feel that that's really good, because that means you're on the way to clearing things up and getting things back on track. For those of you single, this is where it gets a little bit interesting, because you do need to be a little bit picky and choosy who you let in your life. Because although you Aquarians, sometimes you can be a little bit guarded, a bit protective of yourself, but you can be very passionate, especially in the loving sense. So you just need to make sure that you're connecting with that right person who sort of gives you that passion back, shows you that emotional love, and not just sort of showing it, in thoughts and feelings, but also within action. And I suppose really I am talking here about lovemaking, because it flows with you, and it's like it's nice to have that kind of passion within the relationship, and you do like to feel that passion. So make sure that kind of side is flowing, because then you are feeling it, you're seeing it, it's like you're believing in it, and when somebody shows you that kind of emotion, that kind of attention, it's good. But then when you've got that, you've not got to sort of shove people back sort of once that side's over a little bit, as that's like being a little bit cold towards them, and you can be sometimes like that, and it's telling you not to. So if somebody's giving you that passion, that energy, you need to let it flow back in the rest of the relationship and give a little bit of attention back, and just thoughts and feelings and quotes and whatever it may be. And then I feel like as you do that, everything's really flowing quite nicely. For those of you that have got children, I just get the feeling as if to say some of you are being a little bit abrupt with children, especially older children. It's like it feels like demanding and they're wanting things a little bit, or demanding more of your attention. So you've just got to try and sort of appease them a little bit. And if you can't quite do it, or something you're struggling with, then you've just got to get them to understand you, perhaps why you can't just do it yet or at the moment. Maybe they've got to wait. So try and get that communication right with them. And for those of you that haven't got children, you could be thinking about bringing children into the mix. And all I'm going to say is just make sure you're right and comfortable with that choice and that time. Okay. When it comes to work and career, Aquarians, now, I just feel as though some of you be very good at working on your own self-esteem. So if you could do a job where you're not connecting with many people around you, I just feel as though you work better under your sort of own self-esteem. Or if you've got to work with people, then fine, but you've just perhaps got to learn to perhaps communicate a little bit better with them, or to be a little bit more tolerant. And also for some of you, maybe working on your own could sort of stretch to being self-employed. And again, it's just about a confidence thing, but that would suit you because you're working on your own, you're creating your own environment, and I feel so that's good. But even working for yourself, you've still got to communicate with people a little bit. And I'm not saying you're bad communicators, but some of you, you're just a little bit guarded and you don't let people in very easily. But at least if it's work, you're not got to be best mates, you're not going to be best buddies. You've just got to appease people a little bit, give them the service that they're looking for, give them the attention that they're looking for, make them feel like that they're buying something off somebody, whether it's a product or a service, that you're going that extra mile. And I'm sure you Aquarians can do that. It's not against your nature to do that, but you haven't got to be their best friend as such. You've just got to be there in that moment, giving that good quality service, and everything will flow quite nicely. When it comes to money's not bad. It is going to be picking up a little bit, but I just feel as though you just got to look after it. And I feel as though for some of you that are born at the latter part of your star sign, you're very good at spending money to just lift you up. And I'm not saying that's wrong to do, but once you've spent it, you're back to square one again. You're not feeling great. You're not feeling good. So it hasn't resolved anything. So money's not the answer. Spending is not the answer. Internet shopping is not the answer. So basically you need to go back and look at the root of the problems and fix them. And then as you do that, money will be so much better within your life. You'll have a bit more respect for it. And then I feel as though as you do that, you'll be absolutely fine. Health-wise, keep an eye on your hearing a little bit. Keep an eye on eyesight or runny noses. So I'm just getting those things. Could be, what's the word I'm looking for? Where you suffer with things to do with colds. I forget the name of it now, but I'm sure you know what you're on about. But I feel as though that should be fading now. We're going into the autumn. Summer's gone. So the cold should be easing off. But saying that though, we do get our winter colds. So just keep an eye on things like that. But other than that, you should be okay. And keep fit wise. I just feel as though try and just focus more on diet than actual exercise itself. I'm not saying don't do exercise, but some of you Aquarians are not exactly good with that. But I feel like if you can just focus on your diet, that's going to create a dramatic change for you, and just gradually fit in the exercise as you go along without too much pressure. And I feel like that would really work quite well for you. So overall, things are looking up a little bit now. It's just you've got to do a little bit of tidying up in your life. And as you're connecting with other people, you've just got to appease them a little bit. And if you feel as though you don't get on with certain people, then just step back a little bit. Just sort of connect with them in small doses, and that will work quite nicely for you. So I feel as though now you've just got to look at everything, do a little bit of tidying up and sorting out, and then I just feel so gradually you'll start to really get there. Okay, now for anybody who's wants a little bit more guidance personally to them, I'm going to do a bit of an offer where I'm going to do a no time limit reading for £15, which is a real bargain really. In dollars, that's got to be roughly $20 maybe, roughly. Not exactly sure, but I'm sure you can work it out. But £15, or it's about €17 or something like that. A great bargain. I'll keep that bargain there for all YouTubers. So if you mention YouTube and say £15 for the no time limit reading, I will honour that for you. Okay, and what I'll do is I will put I'll put it on the website, but what I'll do is I'll perhaps give you a discount code, a fixed price for a particular reading. So what we'll do is we'll call the discount code YouTube, all one word, YouTube. But give me a bit of time to sort that out. So let's say from tomorrow, YouTube offer will be on the website for £15. Okay, but do check tonight. I should have it done, perhaps have it done late tonight. So yeah, okay. So I hope you've enjoyed that. Please do look back at your October videos because they are there for this month. Obviously, this is for next month. So I wish you all the best. Have a great time, and please tune in to your next one for December. Thank you.